Hey guys, I'm Don Lammers. This is Invoked 101, the only Yu-Gi-Oh channel that knows how to do math. And today, obviously, we're going to be talking about Mathmech. This is a deck I've been theorying for a little while. I've been working on it and trying to get it to a ratio that I enjoy. And I think I've hit that point. I've actually had all these cards since Power of the Elements dropped. I think I made an Instagram post. I definitely showed it off in the Discord. You should totally join the Discord server if you're not already in it, by the way. But it's just one of those decks that I've really enjoyed playing lately, and for veteran viewers of the channel, you'll know that this is actually the deck that I built for Singles Only, a series I did with fellow content creator Legacy Crusaders. So, but with that out of the way, we're going to set these spells and traps and extra deck off to the side and get right into the deck profile. But before we do, if you want to support the channel in any way, or now download this deck profile to use on your own Edo Pro, you can join, you can click. Before we get into it, if you want to support the channel in any way, you can click any of those links down in the description below. Or if you want to download this deck and play it yourself through Edo Pro, in the Discord, I will have the YDK file available for download in the Discord server, which is in the description. So check those out. We're going to get right into the main deck monsters. Starting us off, we have 3 Mathmech Circular. This is the newest card for the archetype, straight out of the Power of the Elements. This is the Magician's Souls for the deck. It dumps a Mathmech monster from the deck as cost to special summon itself. And when a Mathmech monster is special summoned, while you control this card, you get to search a Mathmech spell or trap. Super cool, super good, and this actually is a 1-card combo all on its own. Following that up with the second newest Mathmech monster, that is Mathmech Diameter. This came out of, oh wow, Rise of the Duelist. It's been a minute. But yeah, these two cards together are actually insane. Diameter has the ability that when normal summoned, you get to target a level 4 Cyberse monster in your graveyard and special summon it, but it can't activate its effects. And then a Mathmech monster that used it as material gains a negate, an Omni negate, spell trap monster effect. Not a negate and destroy, but still super, super useful. After that, we have Mathmech Sigma. This is our boy. This guy is really, really useful. He's the tuner. Same with Diameter. Diameter is also a tuner. Sigma has the ability to, if you control no monsters in the extra monster zone, while he's in your hand or in the graveyard, you can special summon him, but banish him when he leaves the field. And for the synchro summon of a Mathmech Synchro, he can be treated as a non-tuner, which is really, really useful. He does lock you into Cybers if you special summon him. But what's really good is this is your main target for sending. Sorry, that's only 2 Sigmas. Whoa! Only 2. Sorry, I used to play 3. Sorry about that. But yeah, what's really cool about him is you're normally sending him off of Circular. The reason that we're only playing 2 is because you want to send it off of Circular. And while he is good, he is an extender. We play other extenders such as Mathmech Subtraction. That was the one that was trying to get a sneak peek ahead. Subtraction has the ability, much like his brother over here, Mathmech Addition. Both of these guys kind of do the same thing, where Addition adds 1,000 to a monster and then special summons itself. Subtraction does the same thing, but removes 1,000 from a monster. So really, really nice on these guys' parts to exist in general. More extenders. This deck has 1, 2, 3, 4 extenders and 1 normal summon. I guess 3 normal summons if we count Multiplication. Multiplication has the effect you can target a level 4 Cyberse monster you control. Its level becomes doubled, or becomes 8, sorry, until the end of this turn. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target a Cyberse monster you control in the extra monster zone. Its attack becomes doubled until the end of this turn. You can only use each effect once per turn. But yeah, Multiplication, really, really good one of. It buffs your final Sigma to 6,000, basically meaning if he does damage, you win. This can also be used to give Access Code Talker another buff as well, potentially bringing it to 10,000. Then we have Mathmech Nabla. This is the other normal summon and the final tuner of the deck. I really like Nabla. I think Nabla is one of the strongest Mathmech cards ever. This is also the main way that I've brought out Multiplication, aside from like just dumping it off a Circular and then reviving it with Diameter. But Nabla has the ability, you contribute a Cyberse monster, special summon a Mathmech monster from the deck. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 Cyberse monster you control in the extra monster zone, and it can make 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. So these two together give you a 6k double attacking, double damage final Sigma. These guys are really, really good for that. That's it for the Mathmech monsters. It's a pretty chunky ratio of Mathmechs, basically because they're all extenders and they're all gas. Any 2 Mathmechs is full combo essentially. Unless you open Circular, in which case Circular is full combo on its own. Next up, for our extra Cybers monsters, we are playing 2 Parallel Exceed. Only 2 because the deck is tight, but I have not needed the third one. 2 is just fine, I see it enough. Then I'm playing around with Gachikiri Ignister. This card is really cool. You target a Cybers monster you control, negate its effects for the turn, and then special summon it. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Cybers monster you control, and it's unaffected by opponent's effects until the end of the opponent's turn. So this is really cool. I like having this as a one-of because you can use it to protect IP Masquerena from effects such as Effect Veiler, Imperm, Droplet, etc., etc. During your turn, so you can always make her live, which it's also just an extender if you want to do that. But I really do like Gachikiri. I've enjoyed using it the couple times that I have. And then Dotscaper. Dotscaper is really cool. It's mainly, my main use that I found with it is to send it from your hand to the grave off of Signet Mining, which is pretty cool. And then also on a later turn, if you don't use Wicked immediately, or you can banish it and then get it back. So, because if you don't know Dotscaper, if it goes to the grave, you special summon it. If it gets banished, you special summon it. Both effects are once per duel, and you can only use one effect per turn. But really, really cool. If you're just able to banish it on a later turn or dump it on a later turn, it is really useful. Definitely has a place in the deck. That's it for the kind of extra Cybers stuff, the Cybers extenders. Moving into the hand traps, this deck does play quite a few. We're playing 3 Ash, 2 Veiler, and 2 Crow. Of course, you can play whatever you want. That's how this game works. Play what you want. This is the ratio I've been playing, and I see Veiler, I see Crow enough that that it matters. You know, you see him enough. Before we get into the spells and traps, this is my moment to remind you guys to subscribe. Do not forget to click that like button and leave a comment while you're down there. Why not? Anyways, starting us off with the spells and traps, we're going to start off with the 1 Mathmech spell, 1 Equation. I know not everyone plays this. It comes up enough that I want to play it. There's enough hands where you open Diameter Circular that playing the 1 Equation does matter. Especially like if your Circular gets stopped somehow, like if you get Gammaed on it or whatever, then like your dump, you can still, like if you dump Sigma, you can still revive Sigma, activate Equation, revive Sigma, and then, oh, I guess you won't get to search it. Either way, there's enough hands. The point being, there's enough hands where this matters that you want to play it. Then, of course, we are playing 3 Signet Mining. It's a Cybers deck. You gotta play the Signet Mining with this deck. It's just how it is. Card is nuts. Especially since you can dump Sigmas off this, dump Dotscaper. A lot of times, I don't know what it is. I keep opening doubles of this, so I usually just discard the other Signet Mining. After that, we are playing our hand trap counters. That includes 2 Triple Tactics talent. I really like this card, this format. Gamma and other hand traps, this is a very hand trap heavy format from what I've noticed, and Tactics is invaluable in my opinion. Being able to rip another card out of your opponent's hand, since now they don't have Gamma, drawing 2 more cards, or just stealing a monster is really, really useful. I know that when I played this in Evil Twin Sprite, this was really useful because like your Evil Twin would get hit and then you'd activate this, take their Gamma and continue comboing. So really cool card. That's also the reason I don't play Gamma, is because I don't want Sprite to take it with Tactics. 1, Called By because it's Called By, and 2, Crossouts because it's Crossout and we play enough targets in this deck. And I also think that Mathmech is viable enough that cross-outing other Mathmech players will matter. That's it for the spells. Moving to the traps, which this deck actually plays quite a few traps. Starting us off with the Mathmech stuff. 1, Superfactorial. This card is nuts. What this card basically says, you win the duel if this resolves. So what it says is target up to 3 Mathmech monsters in your graveyard with different names, then activate one of these effects. Special summon them, but their effects are negated. Both of the effects start out this way. So for the most part, the effects are the same. Special summon them, their effects are negated, then immediately after those effects resolve, either Synchro Summon or Xyz Summon 1 Mathmech Synchro or Xyz monster, depending which one you do, immediately after this effect resolve, using only those monsters. You can only activate 1 per turn. The main monster you're going to be summoning off this is Laplation, and if you summon it using Diameter, you just put a Trishula with a negate on it on the board, which is insane. Rip a card from the hand, send up to 2 cards from the opponent's field to the grave. This card is nuts. Then we also play one Mathmech Induction. This is a tech card I saw some people playing. I don't know how much I like it. I've enjoyed it because it's another trap card you can search. It's a continuous trap that says all Cyberse monsters you control gain 500 attack. And if you control a Mathmech monster, you can send this face-up card from the field to the grave, target a card your opponent controls, destroy it. That's it. 500 boost and a pop. That's such a useful effect. You'd be surprised how useful just flipping this in the standby phase is. Like, it's so good that way. And then, of course, we are playing 3 Infinite Impermanences. Another really good card, really strong this format, and a cross-out target. That's it for the deck. That is the Mathmech deck. Moving into the extra deck, we do have just lots of stuff in here. So starting us off, we have one Mathmech Sigma, Final Sigma. This guy is the definition of a Sigma male. Like, for lack of a better term, this guy is awesome. He is unaffected by all other card effects except for Mathmech cards, meaning that that multiplication and Nabla do affect him, as well as induction, making him 35. And then if he dies, you get to search a Mathmech card, which is insane. I'm also playing one Geomathmech Magma. I know not everyone plays the Magma. I am still playing him. I don't go into him as much, but being able to just put him on board with Diameter and making that negate, having a monster that just needs 2 materials since he's a level 8 synchro, and you can put that negate to stop Nibiru on here, is really, really useful. It's come up enough that I like playing him the extra just to have him on board. On top of that, if he swings and destroys something, he gets to pop 2 cards, and if he dies, you search a Mathmech spell or trap. So, still really good, has 2,500 attack. Not the greatest defense with 0, but hey, what are you gonna do? Then for the Xyz monsters for Mathmechs, we are playing 2 Mathmech Albert Einsteins. This guy is really cool. Basically, he's just one of your combo pieces. Now, if you saw the 5th place Flunder deck, you'll know that this has become the Cherries target for this deck, so do watch out for that. And that's another reason I'm playing the Magma. While it doesn't get you to what this does, you can still go into Magma and combo, not combo, but you can have something besides this. Then we were playing one Laplacian. Laplacian is your Trishula. So what this card says, it says it needs 3 level 4 monsters. And then if a Mathmech card or cards would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can detach a material from him instead. And then on summon, you get to activate the effects just by detaching them. So his effects are send 1 card from your opponent's hand to the grave, send 1 random card, send 1 spell or trap your opponent controls to the grave, send 1 monster your opponent controls to the grave. Really, really useful card, super good, and again, if you summon it with Diameter, it's a negate too. Moving into the links, we have a lot. We have Link Devotee for the tokens, Link Disciple, and Lingaribo. All of the Disciple and Lingaribo are really good for triggering Parallel Exceed, but also Lingaribo is really good for just putting on the board to stop imperms on your Alimbertions. So, really nice on that. And then we have one Cyberse Wicked. This is for searching out diameters throughout your turn. Mainly Diameter. You can also summon Nabla. Like, you can also search Nabla with this and then summon it off of Alimbertion. One Appaloosa. This is for the IP combo, which my IP Masquerena is missing. There's supposed to be an IP Masquerena in this deck. One Splash Mage, one Transcode Talker, and this is Azure's access code talker. I borrowed it from Azure to who you might know from This Week in Yu-Gi-Oh, my Yu-Gi-Oh podcast, and we just haven't had time to meet back up, so I've just been borrowing his access code talker. I think I've had this for 3 weeks almost. I feel a little bad about it, but it's still in his sleeve and it's still just hanging out in this deck, so it hasn't really gone anywhere. But yeah, that's it. Again, there should be an IP Masquerena here. Let's see, 5. There's 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, there's like 2 cards. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so you can play 2 more cards in here. Again, one of them should be IP, and then IP Masquerena, and then realistically, whatever else you want. You could fit Update Jammer in here if you really wanted to. I don't like Update Jammer as much. You could also play the other Mathmech Laplacian. Hang on. That's it for the deck. Again, side decks, as I always say, the side deck is really up to your preference. It's all up to you. It's your side deck. But yeah, let me know what you thought about this deck in the comments below. Again, if you want to play this deck and you want to try it out for yourself and see how it works for you, they're in the description. Join the Discord. Check out that channel where I have the YDK posted. Download it and add it to your decks folder, and you can play this deck too. With that said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Thank you.